Getting rejected isn't easy. Now, I guess this mainly applies to people my age taking their first stabs at things like relationships, but I'm pretty sure rejection can suck anywhere it comes from. There was this guy. Now, if you knew me in person, you would probably know that I freeze up in all kinds of social situations, like taking orders at restaurants and presenting things in class, and in this case, introducing myself to people. So yes, back to boy. I had been eyeing a boy in a grade lower than me, and basically all I knew was his first name and what he looked like. I had no mutual friends with him, I had no other social connections to him, other than I would occasionally see him in the halls. I eventually got it in my head that I needed to talk to him. And it wasn't even just to prove to other people that I could do it, it was also to prove to myself that I could just grow up here and say hi. It took me maybe a week to buck up the courage and say hi to him, and after that, it was about a month of I would see him briefly in the halls, and we would say hi and talk, and he would give me a hug. And I eventually got in my head that, you know what, I should ask this boy out on a date. I just figured going up and getting the answer that I got would be better than, like, waiting around for something that wasn't really meant to happen. So I went up to him one morning, heart racing, face burning, bright red, and I did it. Obviously, by the title of this video, I did not get the answer I had hoped for. But I said okay, and kind of awkwardly slumped back up the stairs, trying to look like it didn't really matter. But I'm not here to throw myself a pity party. I'm here to harness experiences like these and help people. And if you're watching this because of rejection, then I would just like to say I am so proud of you for putting yourself out there and just doing it, because not a lot of people can do that, and you did it. The first thing people are going to tell you after you've been rejected is it's not the end of the world. And to be honest, it's not. But at the time, it sure feels like it. You should keep in mind that there is absolutely no shame in being sad about it and moping around, because it sure takes a lot of courage, and you should allow yourself time to feel like that. Now, let's say you've done the drill. You've watched a bunch of movies, you cried, you got a good night's sleep, you ate a bunch of junk food. Now it's time to feel better. Here's my advice. Accept it. What's the point in wasting your time and energy into someone who won't do the same for you? You need to start working on accepting the fact that it just wasn't meant to happen. And let's face it, if they aren't into that fine booty of yours, they ain't worth it. Instead of feeling down about it, I would much rather advise you to be proud of yourself. You got up the courage and did it, and that's definitely something to take pride in. Stop thinking of it as I got rejected, and more of I had the balls to do it in the first place. Now, go out there with your head held high, because you're freaking awesome. And you did something a lot of people don't have the courage to do. Okay, so that's what I had to say about that. My response to your question, next week's question, is in the doobly-doo. And I'll see you next Sunday. Silver, love you.